now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the
Thank you very much, Scott, and appreciate the Green Bay folks, all the ones that came out here. The next speaker we got coming up here is not part of our team. He's part of the Vemma team, but it reached out to him all the way from Tennessee, brought several of his team with him, but an amazing story. He goes to convention leading his team. I heard him speak about 2 years ago. I said, man, you're amazing. Then last year I heard him say, getting better. He is phenomenal. But imagine you're at convention, the highlight of your life. And then on the last night of convention, your right-hand person's having meetings with your people, and you say, let's go charge them up. And then you find out that they've taken all your people away to another company. How many people say at that point in time, that's it, I'm out of here? Not this guy. He got knocked down, but he got right back up. And I wanted you to give a very warm welcome to somebody who came, not even part of our team, but comes all the way from Tennessee when they're playing Alabama today, and his brother plays for Tennessee. He knows I'm an Alabama fan. He hasn't beat me up yet, but he could, so I keep that in mind. And but I want you to give a warm welcome to someone who has a heart like that and believes in you guys like he believes in Vemma. Give it up for Mr. Matt Wegzyn.
Put your hands up if the night that y'all rockin'.
Star
Put your hands up,
Platinum.
Put your hands up.
Okay, Rancan, I see you, dude. Man, okay, I love it. You're killing it with the tracks today, man. What's up, guys? What the heck was that? Oh, I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. Hold on a sec. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Good job, Rancan. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey. What is good? My name is Matt Wegzyn. I am 24 years old, originally from Detroit, Michigan. That's why I don't sound like I'm from Tennessee. I actually came to Tennessee, played football there at the University of Tennessee for 3 seasons. Go Vols. Had my 6th concussion, so yeah, you're done after 4. So after 6, you're really done. Stopped playing ball. Had to actually start paying for things. Always had too much month at the end of the money. Was working 5 part-time jobs, 2 unpaid internships, and was a full-time student. So really needed something to change. And Vemma fell into my lap completely by chance in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I really got it. I understood the concept of liquid nutrition. I understand the concept of residual income. But I was broke. Has anyone in here ever been $12.50 broke before? By show of hands. All right, so for everyone who has not, this is the kind of broke where your friends are like, hey, Dennis, let's go to McDonald's. And you're like, I don't know if you understand investments, but a small fry is presently 10% of my net worth, and a Big Mac meal will bankrupt me. This is not an advisable investment. So that's where I was at. Really not a good spot, but I begged, borrowed, sold stuff, got involved in Vemma, and I launched hard. I mean, didn't do much of what our last speaker talked about with system. I just kind of went. I went 0 to 86 cycles in 104 days. Don't clap. We added 774 people. It was unbelievable, but it collapsed. So we did it again. And it collapsed. So we did it again, and it collapsed. And then we did it again, and then everyone left. So we're doing it again. And, so what I want to talk to you about is what Dennis asked me to speak on, which is persistence. Obviously, maybe I'm ignorant, but definitely persistent. But before I can speak on persistence, I have to speak to you about failure. I don't know if you guys understand this, but FAIL is actually an acronym. F-A-I-L. If you're taking notes, which you should be, write this down. First act in learning. F-A-I-L. Learning, I mean, really, I would never wish success on somebody that has not failed before. Think about it. I want to teach you guys something that I learned at the University of Tennessee playing football. There was a coach there from the 20s through the 50s, General Robert Nealand. He took war tactics and applied it to the football field. Unbelievable coach, legend, Hall of Famer, but he had 38 of these game maxims that he broke down to 7. Things like the team that makes the fewest mistakes will win. But what I want to focus on is number 3, and I want to read it word for word for you. What it is if at first the game or the breaks go against you, don't let up, put on more steam. I want you to focus on those last 4 words. Put on more steam. I'm going to say put on, you say more steam. Put on. Put on. Oh, I like the steam in this room. That's nice. I can feel it. You can see it from up here. It's crazy. But seriously, let's think about this, guys. Perseverance beats talent every single time. Why? Because perseverance, you must go through pain. Perseverance takes time. Talent is comfortable. Talent is comfortable. You can never be successful by being comfortable. You must get comfortable being uncomfortable. From a psychological standpoint, there have been studies done that show that people would rather run away from pain than towards comfort. How is that logical? But it's been proven. Think for just real quick, who here has ever had a hot tooth that required a root canal? Anybody in the room had a hot tooth and a root canal? Okay, so the rest of you pretend. It really sucks. Basically, what it is you have a tooth that hurts whenever you eat anything too hot, too cold, too hard, too chewy, or too much like food. So it's really not a good thing to have. You know, what you need to realize is that you have a lot of pain you must go through to get rid of it as well. You have to have a root canal. They literally dig out the head of that nerve ending. Okay, so that's a lot of pain in your mouth, and it's going to be a lot of pain in your wallet. So a lot of people get comfortable and say, I don't need to eat for a few months. It's okay. So it takes a certain measure, though, for you to decide to go and get it fixed. What that is it actually has been broken down to a scientific equation. It's the equation for motivation. What it is, it's P plus D plus V is greater than C. I'll say it one more time for those of you actually taking notes. P plus D plus V is greater than C. What that stands for is process plus dissatisfaction plus vision must be greater than cost before you change something. Think about that. It's kind of crazy. You know, I want everyone to take a moment, close your eyes. We're gonna imagine something real quick. It's not gonna be pleasant. I'm gonna tell you right now. Think of a moment when you were so dissatisfied. Maybe it's something that happened to you, your family, or a loved one. Maybe it hasn't happened yet, and it's something in the future, but it makes you sick in the pit of your stomach. It disgusts you. Maybe it's debt. Maybe it's losing your house. Grab on that feeling for a minute. I want you to imagine yourself in a situation with your family, your loved ones, or yourself where you're feeling this feeling. Hold on to that. Now ask yourself, have you reached your maximum potential yet? Are you comfortable with where you're at in life? Because if you're comfortable, I'd welcome you to leave the room right now. Because this room is full of people who aren't comfortable. This room is full of people who have a vision greater than themselves. This room is full of people who want to put on. What happened to the steam? Put on. Guys, whether it's money, you want to retire your parents, you want to pay off your house, put your kids in better schools, whatever it is, you can do that with Vemma. But when the game or the breaks go against you, don't let up. What do? You put on. All right, you guys, you can't be afraid of no, because no is failure. No is failure, and failure is learning. Your options are to try, because if you try, you can try and succeed, you can try and you can fail, or you cannot try and you can fail. So you can't succeed unless you go out and you try. The only way to try is to go out and put on. Guys, we all want to fly to the top of Vemma. But if we can't fly, we need to sprint. And if we can't sprint, we need to run. If we can't run, we need to jog. If we can't jog, we must walk. And if we can't walk, then crawl. And if you can't even crawl, then fall, but always fall forward. Fail forward. You must earn your money before you collect it in Vemma. And you're doing that by being here, because it went through a little bit of pain, whether it's financially, whether it's long travels to get here today. You're earning money. When you get told no, it's a deposit in a piggy bank of success. You get to go and collect it eventually. You can't earn $1 million before you collect $1 million. Real quick, spontaneous interview with Billy McSwain, the man, the myth, the legend, multiple $1 million earner in Vemma. All right, Billy. Sir, this is my journalism background. Now, Mr. McSwain, here on the Vemma show, have you ever failed before?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Have you ever been told no?
How many times you want to know?
So, have people ever quit on you in your business?
Thousands.
Have you ever wanted to quit yourself?
Oh my gosh, thousands of times.
So you've almost made $2 million in Vemma in your lifetime. Was it all worth it?
I'll tell you what, I would work 10 times harder.
Now, last question of the interview. When the game or the breaks went against you, what did you do?
Put on more steam, baby.
All right, guys. Now, all right, that was Billy McSwain. Amazing guy. If you haven't had the pleasure of talking with him, definitely do it. But now I've got to ask you guys a question, and for that, I need you to get a little bit uncomfortable, because you guys have been comfortable taking notes, and Dennis knows I always do this. You're going to have to stand up. So on the count of 3, I need you to stand up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, sit back down. That was miserable. Some of you are not up yet. You work for a healthy energy company. What the heck was that? All right, we're going to try this one more time. Good test run. Nice stuff. All right, your stuff's on the ground, right? You're ready. Yes or yes? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm going to give you a hint. The answer to all of my questions is not take off more steam. Just a quick hint. So for those of you who have been struggling to follow. So when you get told no and you're feeling down, you're not going to quit. You're going to put on. When you have someone quit in your business and you're kind of sad, you're not going to cry. You're going to put on. When you are just short of that next rank advancement and you're trying to push, you don't get sad, you don't get down, you're going to put on. When you're laying in bed in the morning and you are sick to the pit of your stomach and don't want to get out because you are discouraged about Vemma, you're going to know you must persevere and put on. You're going to put on. When the game or the breaks go against you, you will not let up. You will put on, put on, put on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Matt Wegzyn. Thank you so much for letting me share with you.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day.